My case study is about the effect of street market organic waste on waste collection workers in Istanbul. Firstly, I will talk about the scope of the study and then appraisal, conclusion, and recommendation parts. In this study, I will focus on the health risks of street markets organic waste. Although the street market waste affects majority of public who live, work, or study in or around the marketplace, this study mainly focuses on the impact on waste handlers' health and environmental effects. There isn't any specific health impact assessment had been done on this issue. That's why similar studies which aim to determine the health effects of organic waste on garbage collectors and the environment have been reviewed to understand possible relation. Istanbul is the largest city of Turkey in terms of population and the fifth most crowded city in the world. According to Istanbul City Council records, the city produces an average of 19,000 tons of municipal waste every day. An average of 50-55% of the waste is organic matters. 93% of the waste collectors is male and 91% also has primary or secondary education. There are 41 local councils in Istanbul and a total of 700 street markets are open every week. Besides the inedible food scrap, the main cause of the food waste in street markets primarily related to behavior. Food can be wasted due to not being perfect in terms of color, shape, or appearance. Farmers' buyer-sales agreements may contribute to loss due to decreased price and the value of the product. Fruits and vegetables are often purely packed during the transport, also rough handling making them perishable. Food also discarded due to lack of storage. Pure municipal waste management application, most commonly lack of control, not having enough sources, lack of education, and not having effective policies, causing pollution and variety of health problems. The US Public Health Service identified 22 human diseases that link to the improper municipal solid waste management. The main health problems were listed as skin, eye, blood infections, respiratory diseases, intestinal infections, and others, which mostly transmitted from waste-fed animals. One research has been done to determine level of exposure by calculating microbiological flora in both personal samples and garbage collection areas in Istanbul, and then check the health functions of waste collection workers and the truck drivers. The research showed that 80% of the waste collectors had lower respiratory functions results compared to drivers. 32% of collectors and 11% of drivers also showed the symptoms for other illnesses. It is concluded that waste collectors who are in direct contact with waste are more likely to have health-related problems compared to the waste truck drivers. In 2015, University of Copenhagen published a study related to the health impact of not using protective gear. The study showed that not using protective equipment increased the likelihood of having fever, cough, eye infection, or diarrhea among waste handlers. Another study was conducted to assess the occupational health problems of municipal solid waste workers in India. 313 employees participated in the study, which held in 4 regions, where open bins and street waste were a common problem. 21% of the waste pickers had complaints related to respiratory disease. It was higher than the general population rate, which was only 3%. While most common health problems was nail infection, at least one-third of the group experienced one of the listed problems, such as eye skin infections. According to Istanbul Environmental Protection and Waste Material Evaluation Industry (ISTEC), 18,000 tons of municipal waste is sent to 60 transfer stations and then 2 landfilling sites to disposal every day. The Solid Waste Control Regulation defines the criteria for landfilling, but the preparation of the sanitary landfills and rehabilitation of the open dumps are not stated on the regulation. The researchers basically explained that biological process of the organic waste starts immediately when it's dumped in the landfill. Then it undergoes anaerobic decomposition and generates methane, which is 25 times more potent greenhouse gases than carbon dioxide. Leachate can migrate and contaminate the groundwater, soil, and even the surface water, which is significant risk for public. Nuisances such as flies, odor, smoke, and noise are other negative consequences of landfilling. Education is starting points for raising awareness about food waste problems, not only household level, but across the entire food system, including food manufacturers and retailers. In community level, the aim is simply create awareness about the value of imperfect product choices. In the retail manufacturer level, mainly focus on the regulations, better management strategies, hygiene, and cleaning. In addition, Istanbul City Council started a project as known Zero Waste Project to reduce the garbage and promote the recycled valuable organics in across Turkey. Beykoz is the first suburb where the project applied in street markets in 2016. Temporary waste collection and recycle centers built near to big street markets to collect organic waste and transform into the compost, which used for parks and gardens. The project is became a regulation in 2019. There are other measures as well. Some local councils have moved their street markets to a permanent location, has own rubbish collection and washing facilities. They also invested on modern cleaning vehicle equipment and employ more staff. Free rubbish bag given to segregate organic waste and wrap before placing in the bin. Some university students became voluntary to work with council to raise awareness in public. Lastly, some retailers make campaigns to offer lower prices for imperfect fruit and vegetables and pack the food to reduce the damage caused by multi-handling the fruit and vegetables. Studies show that there is a possible relationship between working in direct contact with waste and diseases, mostly respiratory diseases and skin infections. While researching the impact of organic waste, there was limited of information about occupational health problems of garbage collectors in Istanbul. More detailed examination can be made on this subject to better understanding of risks on health and environment. City and local governments have invested in new waste management centers and the projects, which have inspired many private and voluntary organizations to contribute and create their own projects, such as Take Care Your Waste project. Local government and commercial waste treatment companies have created an effective training network about how to use personal protection equipments and municipal waste management methods, which may help to reduce occupational health risks. Since 2016, although there is a major development in larger street markets, small suburbs need more attention to increase standards. Legislations in the waste sector should be improved and apply all locations. Local government and market cooperatives can work together to find solutions to shipping, storage, and inventory control issues. Separation of organic waste from others is crucial to convert them into marketable products such as compost or energy to reduce impact on health and economy. So far, various of measures have been taken and further actions is underway to reduce waste of street markets and provide healthy environment for waste workers and public. Therefore, training should be an ongoing process for all stakeholders. Thank you for listening.